Hey, what's going on, fellow gamers? B Chambers from Alloy 7 video with our now playing for Divinity 2, the Knight Saga. Wanted to take it back to the old school for this one, take it back to a game that I really enjoyed. I've actually played Echo Draconis, which is what you're watching here, twice. So now I'm playing the Knight Saga, which is a mixture between Echo Draconis and the Blood of Vengeance, I believe is the second chapter in that. But taking it back to the old school, wanted to do a game that I really enjoy, something to take a break from some of these AAA, big name games that I've been playing as of late and get into it. So, quick administrative note to get out of the way. I am playing this on Xbox 360, just to get that out there. Let's go ahead and get rid of the 5 o'clock shadow. No, I don't need no mustache, man. Yeah, Scarface. I want the wild brown, G.
I triggered something.
Triggered something. So, very limited options here in the character, quote-unquote, creation menu. I really wouldn't call it a creation menu so much as it lets you choose a couple options. You don't even get to choose the character's name because he gets called Slayer throughout the game. Now, I don't actually remember the finer points of the story, the details, but we'll get into that and explore that together as the game trudges on. But I do remember that it's ultimately a tale about betrayal, and you really never know who's with you or against you.
The place where they are quite simple.
They are quite simple.
Men and women who reside here and benefit from their knowledge. That may sound a bit vague, but don't worry. Farglow will explain itself. Good luck, Slayer.
Good luck to you, milady. Now, if I remember correctly, there's 5 bones in this. No, the crate is empty this time? I remember one of these things having 5 gold. And so one of the things I'm going to go ahead, another administrative note, I am OCD with RPGs, but I promise you all that I will do my best not to meander around trying to get every experience point and every piece of gold in the game for the purpose of this video, but I am going to kick this rabbit. One other thing that I've noticed about this particular version of the game, and I remember seeing this when I played the demo for it way back in the day, before I actually picked this up. The beautiful thing about picking this game up is that it was actually one of the, Xbox is doing this whole Xbox Live free games thing now. And I actually got this, no, I'm sorry. I didn't get this one for free. I got this one during their big summer sale. And I think I got this joint for like $5 or less, maybe even been $4. Can't remember, but I got it dirt cheap. And I'd always wanted to repurchase this game because I'd always wanted to replay it. And now I'm getting that opportunity to do so, and I think I probably got to get out of the water here. So it appears that they've fixed the frame rate issues from the original game. Maybe not to perfection, but at least to a noticeable level. One of the things I think, and I don't know if they had to sacrifice this in order to bless the frame rate, but the camera is way more zoomed in than it was in the original game. That's something I actually prefer the camera not to be zoomed in. I prefer it to actually zoom out a little bit. Let me get, a better look at the lay of the land in my immediate front, which allows me to be more tactical in battle. But again, those aren't really things that I'm going to nitpick. They're not really that big a deal. The game ultimately, and honestly, I would take the improved frame rate over having the camera zoomed out any day.
The disciple arrives.
Aye.
Let me bid you a fond welcome to Farglow.
Thank you, Edmund.
And I commend your patience.
Yes.
Most slayers loathe being referred to as a pupil. Such a belittling word, disciple is, wouldn't you say?
Worry not, Edmund.
But don't you worry. You'll earn the title of Dragon Slayer soon enough. Couldn't have put it better myself.
Nor could I, Edmund.
In fact, I have but one thing to add. Morgana is waiting by the waterfall.
I will seek her
Find
out.
her, and the purpose of this day shall become crystal clear.
Crystal
and
clear.
You, Slayer.
And you, Slayer. Dialogue and voice acting is pretty decent. Well, I'm taking these rabbits out. Now, the interesting thing about this game is the control scheme is actually, it takes some getting used to, but the benefit in this particular control scheme, well, easy there, easy, is that it's emulating PC control. It's doing its best to emulate PC controls, and once you actually get used to these controls, you actually appreciate that they are the way they are. So all of these are empty, but I believe there's some item. Like I keep trying to press A to jump when you have to push right trigger to jump. But what that allows you to do is map all of your attacks as the game goes on to your A, B, X, and Y buttons. So, getting all the chicken legs I can, because healing items, if I remember correctly, do come in right handy in this particular game. Alright, so let's go talk to the peoples that we got to talk to. Actually, if memory serves me right, there's actually some items I can pick up over here. But again, very excited to be playing this game. Very excited to have you guys along for the ride. I do believe you will enjoy it quite a bit. And if you haven't played this game, I actually do recommend it if you like these
Another one to add to the collection.
semi-open world style RPGs. I wouldn't call this a quote-unquote full open world RPG along the lines of like a Skyrim or Oblivion or even like a Two Worlds, because this is broken down into not necessarily chapters but areas. There's actually a part later in the game that the first time I played it completely made me mad, because and it was all my fault. It was not the game's fault that I got to this point of no return. It's because I wasn't paying attention to what the people were telling me in the story. But I will definitely not make that mistake this time around, because I'm aware that it is in the game. Hopefully I'm not stuck back there. Is there any money here? Yes, there's got to be. Or juice. Like juice. Anything over here? Nope. Empty. So we're going to go see our homegirl, Morgana, rather. So yeah, you'll playing this game when you first start off, you'll really be pressing A a lot, thinking it's the action button, when in reality, left bumper is the action button. Not sure why they chose that, but again, getting used to the control scheme, it actually allows it to play comfortably like it would on PC, where you have a lot of hotkeys and whatnot. So I believe this is the lady we're looking for.
Herbal distillation might cause an implosion. Try it anyway. You can be so irresponsible sometimes.
So can you, Morgana.
That's easy for you to say. You can't die a second time. Good to see you, disciple. I am Morgana, the Archmage of Farglow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, everybody makes a bit of a fuss when a soon-to-be slayer arrives. We all have our fields of study and a good life to lead, but the village can get a tad dull now and again. But let's turn to the reason you are.
I also think when Atlas got their hands on this game, they put a fresh coat of polish on the graphics, if I'm not mistaken. Now, keep in mind, I played this game several years ago, back when it first came out. All right.
Is to hate the dragon, but also
not so much the character designs in these cutscenes, but the world graphics, to be specific.
Takes the old military adage, know your enemy, quite so seriously as to attain this goal, I will infuse you with the memories of dragons. It will make you understand. It will also
so, in the interest of speed, I'm gonna skip these as I read through them instead of listening to her talk.
But nothing can be done. Then prepare to become.
Here we go. It's Dragon Slayer time, baby. Give it up. The Silver Eyes, the Dragon Slayer.
And that's that. The
Indeed.
journey starts again, my friend. Your path. But before you trot out of here in search of dragons and Alberic, Aravir, and Gawain. And don't forget Isabel. The gift she will
divine blessings upon you.
Ah, yes. There's that famous wit of his. Slayer.
So formal, yet relaxed. Most ghosts you'll meet are there because of the strength of their will not to... In my case, it was my passion for alchemy. I will not find tranquility until I have fathomed all its innermost enigmas. Could take a while still. You know where to find me.
I do know where to find you, my good man, and find you I will should I need your assistance. Believe you me. I love that the game just automatically sprints. So delicious. Oh, also, save often. This game, unless they fixed it completely, I think it can be known to bug out. And you could get shanked. This game is not easy. It's not to say that it's overly difficult, but it's also not extremely easy. You can get shanked by even some of the lower level enemies that you'll face. Also, if you kill enough chickens, let's just say you could die. I'm not going to spoil what happens if you kill enough chickens. I recommend that you kill as many chickens as possible, but we'll leave that at that. Ooh, speaking of chickens, come here, chicken. I love chicken. The yard bird. Gotcha. Like I said, get as many provisions as you can. Not so much for the XP, but for healing items later as you progress through the game.
And think of something, anything, but don't speak aloud. It's not uncommon to have feelings of anticipation and eagerness, or even surprised. Surely you have heard. Maybe you have also wondered how they come. The answer is easy. Of course. Now stand still.
Oh, we're about to get the mind reading abilities. Yes, sir.
The secrets of all shall be revealed to you. Nice try, but you can get out of my head now. Not even Morgana can read my mind.
All right.
Strong minds are difficult to read and come at a cost.
Come at a
So
cost.
you will have to work on your skills if you want to perfect this art.
I will, milady.
Fare thee well, Slayer.
I will, and you as well. All right, so I have decided to go against my normal method of play and to play, I believe this is him. Yeah.
Interested in archery? I'll tell you all about it if you like. No go, Slayer. I'm a bit too advanced for your
right.
Good for you. I'll cast the ranger spell and give you a bow. When you're ready, Sonya will open the arena.
I'm ready. Woo-wee! I will take it. Wait, I have to take one or the other? Like, I can't have both? I guess I can only have one or the other. That sucks, but I'll take the XP because you're going to need it in this game, believe me. All right. Does that green mean I leveled up? Here we go. Sonya, let me in, girl.
Not a scar on your rosy skin. You're a newborn if ever I saw one. Well spoken. Not everyone has that attitude so soon after the memory ritual. The best thing to do is to get back in the saddle as quickly as possible. Just say the word, and I'll give you something to fight.
All right.
Excellent.
Let's do this, girl. About to get my ranger. So typically I play as a swordsman. It's just my thing. It's kind of how I roll. And but I'm gonna go with ranger this time around just to be a little differente. Wait a minute, what's happening here? There we go. Holla at you.
Not yet.
Okay, so I gotta put in some fisticuffs on him. I'm relearning this system here. Now, can I take anything off of his body? No? Fine. Whoa, easy training goblin. There we go. Oh, fisticuffs. Woo, you like that. Yeah, B Chambers ain't playing games with y'all. Uh-huh. Gotcha. Had to hate you, player. Now, actually, think I remember something else in here. Before we close out, I seem to remember it being able to get an item. Again, a part of my OCD, I'd be searching. I want to make sure I get everything that's available to me, because you will need all the XP you can get in this game to beat it. So one of the other things I wanted to touch on in this video is that you see that you can choose between 3 disciplines. A ranger, a swordsman, and a mage. Again, I'm going with the ranger this time around. I will say that the game, when you start leveling, and you'll get to see this in later plays. I probably won't get to it on this particular play, but just be mindful that while the game does give you quite a bit of freedom in terms of, you know, how, not just how you level your character, but what skills you pick, specifically in the skills that you pick. We're going to get this reward. Just bear with me, folks. There is something up here that I know I can get to if I just am diligent. Maybe they took it out of this part of that. But there's like a spell book or something up this rock. So if you'll indulge me, I'm going to jump my way up here. Yeah, see, there it is. So yeah, if you play this game, remember that you saw this so you can get up to the spell book as well. Or not the spell book, but I think these things give you like experience points or something. Just trying to remember specifically how to do this part. There we go. There we go. Got him.
Another one to add.
Skill books. So anyway, I will advise. My advice to you is that even though the game does give you a good amount of freedom in terms of how you level your character, in terms of what skills to pick, use the freedom as much as you can, but do not forget to not make your player too diverse. At some point, you've got to, for lack of a better term, pigeonhole your character into focusing on a class. You know, focusing on the skills for the particular class that you've chosen. Okay. She's just
Someone
there.
making you shine in the eyes.
And a frown?
So there's my
Another
gold.
one to add to the collection.
My gold, son. Give me my
With good
gold.
reason. It took me years to craft it.
And so if you don't get more focused with your skill picking in terms of picking in a particular skill area,
You look more than ready to head back to the Academy, Slayer.
I am ready.
But remember, you may only have one of the veteran spells on you when you leave. So choose wisely before you depart.
All right. I have chosen, my friend. So that's my advice to you, is get focused before, I'd say probably before the halfway point in the game. Start focusing on getting the more powerful skills in a particular area instead of being OCD like me and trying to just get everything. There's not enough experience points to get everything in the game. It's not going to happen, and you'll get to the end of the game like I did the first time I played, and basically dang near couldn't beat it without some clever trickery that I was able to pull off, you know, by basically glitching the game out.
Finally, you're here.
So
I
yes.
apologize, but I'll have to extend my congratulations later. Moments ago, we received word. A dragon was spotted in Broken Valley.
Oh, Broken Valley.
While this surely is exciting news, the timing is less than perfect.
All right.
You were supposed to do a ritual that would channel the dragon memories, which is extremely important for your health and that of your surroundings.
Yes.
If we postpone it for too long, you will go dragon wild, and the ones that survive that terrible affliction spend the rest of their lives in deep dungeons, eating their own tongues and clawing out their eyes.
Dang, I don't want to do that, girl.
Horrible though that prospect may be, the dragon takes precedence. So I hope we'll be able to improvise along the way. I see you're equipped with a bow. You're sure you want to face our foe as a ranger?
Yes.
The destiny of the Dragon Slayers shall come to its conclusion at last.
Aye.
Quickly now, all aboard.
Right on. So, good people, this is where I'm going to shut down episode 1. Thank you for riding with us. Again, I'm very excited to be playing this game again. It was one of my more enjoyed games from this generation, and I'm very happy to have you guys along for the ride. If you haven't played it, I definitely recommend it if you enjoy these types of RPGs. And again, thank you for coming through. Thank you for watching. Please, as always, remember to rate, to send us commentary, to favorite the videos, and to subscribe to our channel. We will see you on the next Alloy 7 video. Allow me to tell you peace and Godspeed.
Alloy 7.